Hey guys, this is Tyler X here. I'm back with one more video about Five Nights at Freddy's. So I played the first two games, and that was cool. But I can't really just leave the games without posting my own theory. Everybody has a theory on what the whole storyline is, because there's no clear story. So I have a theory that the animatronics, specifically the puppet, is a hero, not a villain. I'll explain that in a little while. So I'm gonna go over some of the elements in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. You should already know what all the elements are. I'll just skim through a couple real quick. So the main animatronics are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, and the Balloon Boy. And then there are a couple specific ones that I'm gonna talk about. There's the puppet, a character that comes out if you don't keep the music box wound. Sorry, I've got allergies. And then Foxy, a character who is not fooled by the Freddy mask. Neither is the puppet. And then Golden Freddy, a ghostly character. He seems to be a hallucination of Jeremy Fitzgerald in the second game. Jeremy Fitzgerald, he's the Night Watchman in the second game. He's the guy who you play as. Mike Schmidt, he's the Night Watchman in the first game. Okay, so then there's the missing children incident. It's an incident in which a man wore a Golden Freddy suit, got 5 children to follow him into a back room, and then he murdered them. So then there's the Bite of 87. It's another incident where an animatronic bit somebody's frontal lobe off. So, yeah. So is Five Nights at Freddy's, I was supposed to say Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a prequel? Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel. And here's why. This check you get at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I believe, it says 1987. That coincides with the Bite of 87, which was mentioned in the first game. There's a lot more proof that it's a prequel. I'm just not really going to go into it. If you want to know about that, just search YouTube. There's a lot of videos about it, I'm sure. So the opening cutscenes. There are these opening cutscenes where you're in the Freddy mask and you're looking. You're like on the stage with them. It's kind of weird. I think these are nightmares that Jeremy Fitzgerald is having. Each night they seem to get worse. Like he's sort of losing his mind. He has his first before he takes on the job, insinuating that he's always been a little scared of the animatronics. I have a theory it could be because maybe when he was a little kid he went there and he's like, oh, I'm so freaked out by those animatronics, you know? What does "it's me" mean? "It's me" is what keeps repeating through these nightmares. It also shows up in random places, on signs, in the first game too. I think this means that Jeremy is the villain. Jeremy is in the criminal database, and that's why the animatronics hunt him. They're tied into the criminal database. They only attack criminals. It seems they should. He's a murderer, and these nights at Freddy's are making him lose his mind. This means that the animatronics are the heroes, since they are trying to protect the children from this murderer. It's me is just the realization that he is not the helpless person here. He is the bad guy. So here's 2 specific animatronics Jeremy is afraid of. So then there's the puppet on the left. The puppet seems to be the leader, since Freddy follows him in one of the death mini-games. The puppet shows up in the last nightmare Jeremy has, and he won't go away. It's almost like he's really scared of him. Then there's Golden Freddy. He also showed up in a nightmare. If Golden Freddy attacks Jeremy, he screams louder than usual, and when he screams, it just cuts off, like he's dripping himself so insane that he dies immediately when he comes. Okay, so then there's the missing children incident. I'm going to walk you through what my theory says, because there's a lot of stuff on Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, and it gets really confusing. So I just want to clear up all the confusion in my theory. So this guy on the left, it's Jeremy. He's the purple guy. He's assigned to do a birthday party. He's supposed to stay near the animatronics in case they try to hurt anybody, so he can stop them. So at this point, he's pretty much lost his mind. There are these 5 kids that go missing in the missing children incident, and then the puppet's down here watching. So he puts on the Golden Freddy suit. So Jeremy puts on the Golden Freddy suit. He's the guy who caused this. He's hiding a knife. I don't know if it's a knife or not. It doesn't really matter. Then these children follow him because they're like, oh, it's Golden Freddy, and the puppet's still watching. And he kills them. The puppet's still watching this. Now the puppet's thinking in a robot's mind. It doesn't know that you can't really undo death. So it puts them in the suits, the 5 suits, in the first game. Foxy, Chica, Freddy, Bonnie, and Golden Freddy. He puts the 5 kids in those suits. he thinks that undoes the death, and technically it does, because after all, they come back to life in the first game. I mean, I guess he kind of did save him. Okay, so here, the puppet tries to give dead kids life. Watch out, there are a couple jump scares. So this is one of the end games. If you lose, sometimes these games come up, and it's like a little Atari game, you know? Watch out, that Freddy's about to jump, okay? So this is what I get, where the puppet was the one who put them in the suits, and yeah. By the way, go follow or go subscribe to Susie Lou. She's the one who made these videos I'll be showing. So yeah. Okay, so see, 4 dead people. 4. At the end of the game, right before the jump scare, a 5th one pops out, and that's where Golden Freddy's mask comes from. It jumps at you. So there is a 5th one. So he's giving gifts, but they're dead. So he's like, they're dead. What do I do? The presents disappear. He's like, okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put them in the suits. Puts a Freddy, Foxy. Watch out. As soon as he touches the 4th one, that's when Golden Freddy comes up. You won't be able to see the 5th one probably unless you pause it the right moment. But there is a 5th character that pops up right before. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so right before Golden Freddy comes up, that's when, yeah. So there are 5 kids dead, and he puts the mask on all 5. You don't see the 5th one because the Golden Freddy mask covers it up most of the time. So yeah. Okay, so then I'm gonna keep going on the missing children. So there's the dead kids. Then there's the bite of 87. So Foxy, back here. Foxy's watching. See, in the right. He watches them get killed, and he wants revenge. So, I mean, if any of these guys wanted revenge, I think it'd be Foxy. I mean, look at him. Look, he's the creepiest looking one of all. Come on. Well, at least in the first game, he was creepy. So he bites off his frontal lobe. Look at that. Sorry for the bad picture, guys. I made that. I just didn't really want to spend time making a good picture, since this is just going to disappear as soon as I go to the next slide. So then, this is why I say Foxy bit, because nobody really knows who bit him. They all disagree on who it is. I think it's Foxy's. So watch. There's jump scare. I don't think it's the puppet though. I think it's Foxy. I forgot. Oh, it was the puppet. Okay, whatever. Again, go subscribe to Susie Lou. Okay, so Foxy, he's about to perform, and he's like, oh, yay, the kids, get ready, go. Okay, so watch. Look at these kids, they're so happy. 5 kids. Alright, watch. Second time, he does it again. Alright, so same thing happens, you know? Happy kids, yay. There's another jump scare at the end of this, watch out. Oh, purple guy, watch. There's a purple guy, he's laughing in the corner. He's near Foxy, like he's supposed to stay near him, okay? Dead kids, they don't seem alive. Foxy realizes they're dead, that's why he bites Jeremy Fitzgerald. Okay, so who is the purple guy? Barney. No, I'm sorry. I meant Jeremy Fitzgerald. Although Barney is a maniacal killer, I could picture that. Anyway, Jeremy Fitzgerald. So it's obviously Jeremy Fitzgerald. Here's why. In the game where Foxy sees the dead kids, the purple guy is close by. Jeremy was assigned to stay close to the animatronics by the phone guy. He was supposed to make sure they didn't hurt anyone. Technically he did, since he killed the kids, but that's not okay. The animatronics would not have hurt the children, since they were said to only act odd with adults. He was supposed to stay near Foxy, just like the purple guy. He was near Foxy. Okay, so there's another game where you play as Freddy, and you follow the puppet to this little present thing right here. That's where the puppet comes out. He's showing you through. I think the only point of this game is to show you a map. It's actually the map of the game. See, here's the office down here. Here's right here is the first dead person, second dead person, third dead person, fourth dead person, and then fifth dead person. 5 dead people. So then there's 1 animatronic, 2 animatronics. That's Chica, Bonnie, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and then you play as Freddy. So there's 5 animatronics. They're all down, except for Freddy because you play him. But anyway, they're all down. So then the puppet comes along later and puts them in suits. Then there's these 3 new guys. You know, they get rid of them at the second end of the second game because of all these incidents. And then of course there's Mangle down here. It doesn't really matter. You know. Okay, so there's one last game. So Freddy is noticing the problem at hand. Okay, so he's just supposed to give cake to the kids. Look. Oh yeah, cake. They're angry. He's giving them cake, you know? It's just a normal day. They get mad, then he gives them cake, and they're happy. Alright, so watch up here. Or well, you can watch down here. Wait for it. Okay. Here it is. This car's pulling up. Purple guy, right here. He's killing this kid. The kid's crying, you know? All the kids are angry. He can't keep them happy anymore because now there's a dead kid. All the kids are mad. And Freddy just wants them happy. Watch out, yep. He just wants them happy. So Freddy sees the problem at hand, and I have a theory. They're all their minds are kind of like connected in one database, and I think that database is the puppet. I think the puppet is the leader. So, in conclusion, the good guys are all these guys. And the puppet, I say he's the leader. I say they're all their minds are connected in the puppet. You know? That's why the puppet is the leader. That's why the puppet is so special. You know? So, anyway, the good guys are all these guys. Yay! The bad guy is Barney. No, I'm sorry. Jeremy Fitzgerald. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway. So, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. My Instagram is tyler.x.youtube. My Google Plus is +TylerX, and my website is hellotyler.com. Thanks again, guys. Until next time, see you.